like a steal. Only need one, won't miss. Nah, only need one, won't miss. Won't miss. If he gon' shoot, don't miss. Don't miss. If he gon' shoot, don't miss.
Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time tuning in to First Initial Thoughts, I want to welcome you here and thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. I cannot express how much it means to me the most. I'm your host, FirstInitialJ, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here with us. Over here on my end right here, who we got with us? Jeremiaz, thanks for being here once again, man. This man's been proven out to be the most respective motherfucker there is. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have the swag era. This is then versus now, from 94 to 04, maybe, possibly. Let's get it. Here we go. Because you know, who here remembers the OG eras of 1994, maybe. Probably not even, because we were just born type shit. My bad. Who remembers the OG eras? You know, the 2000s, the early 2000s, the hip-hop eras. The baggy jeans, the kicks. Bro, for me, the kicks back then was Filas. It could be for y'all, the Air Force Ones, or however the hell you like to call them. Maybe Jordans. It could be Echoes. I think that's what it's called. They're South Pole shoes. You know what I'm saying? For me, I was rocking Filas, mixed matching them hoes. I had camouflage on top of like white or all black Filas, mixed matching them hoes. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Little knockoff fucking Air Force Ones. I think we used to talk about that. I don't know if I told you about that, because I swear I told you. Could be the frosted tips to MySpace vibes, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, who the fuck here remembers MySpace or had a MySpace back then? Right. I know I had a MySpace, dog. I remember adding shit onto that for my stories and stuff. Right. And compared to over here for Jeremiaz, ladies and gentlemen, 04. What do you remember in that later era?
In that later era, I remember rocking Jordans. You know what I'm saying? I was always Jordaned up.
What about the skinny jeans?
I remember everybody rocking skinny jeans.
I was rocking skinny jeans too.
My parents were a little different, so I wasn't really rocking skinny jeans, but everybody was definitely rocking the skinny jeans. Yeah.
Remember doing the jerk?
Yeah, I
remember. The new boys.
With the Vans and all that.
The Vans, having the fucking Levi's on.
That was all the older kids, because remember, I was born in 04. So it was it was the people that were like,
like
your
my
generation
that time. Yeah, I remember doing the jerk.
For sure.
Wanted to teach me how to Dougie type shit, bro.
Exactly type shit.
Or what about the early YouTube fame, the cringy fucking dance trends? Or were you a part of any of that, like the Fortnite swagger, any of that shit, any of that bullshit?
Nah. Just a witness.
Just a witness. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Just a witness.
Yeah, just a witness is being, born in 04, so you growing up and you got to go through the years that you're going through. So you just seeing everything. I mean, there are some things I was a part of, but yeah, definitely a witness to a lot of the shit, you know. I'm sure you were a witness too.
Yeah,
you know,
I was
a lot
for
of
sure.
the trends that you probably didn't take part of, but you were like,
bro. One of the trends I did not take part of, and I was witness to, was the Soulja Boy trend. Even though I was like during my era, my time, I think, or maybe in like the early 2004.
I was definitely a little kid when it was definitely big, but it wasn't like, I'm sure you probably took part in it.
because if you was from 04, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe I am mistaken, I apologize. Soulja Boy shit was 06, maybe 08, somewhere in between there.
Right, I was only like 2.
Yeah, so I was never a part of that fucking Yule Superman shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit I would just spectate, because that's not me personally, dog. Right. I'm not doing that.
That's like Quinceañera type music.
Yeah, I can vibe with that. I remember rocking baggy tees though, but I was never fucking Soulja Boy. Hell no.
A lot of motherfuckers were rocking the baggy tees.
Hey, that was a style and a trend back then, man. I remember that shit like it was yesterday, dog. Yeah, going to finish line, getting like 4 or 5 tees for like $20 type shit. If you know, you know, dog.
Right. Everybody was rocking like Champs fucking hoodies and shirts and shit.
And it had a little Champs logo, a little stitching on that on the side right there, bro. That might be like the most what is it called? Like the simplistic designs of hoodies I've ever seen, bro. That can vibe back then. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is segment 1. This is fashion and accessories, ladies and gentlemen. 1994 take, baggy jeans, jerseys, Timberlands, fitted caps, frosted tips. 04, they had skinny jeans, snapbacks, hoodies, graphic tees, and colored sneakers. And I feel like that is true But I still did partake a little bit, and I dabbled in a little bit in the 04 style stage because, you know, I was like 10 years old at that time. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I was only a baby, so I really probably can't talk much. I feel like that was more like a 2010 era.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like that was more like a 2012, 2010 era. I think 04 was still very much more like, when I look back, it was very much more like G Unit era.
Ooh, yeah, I remember G.
You know what I'm saying? Baggy jeans,
Yeah.
Air Forces type bullshit, G Nikes and all that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like the colorful shoes. That didn't come into like, I feel like that was more like prime Kanye era.
Remember those shades of prime Kanye era, dog?
Yeah, with the like
the little lines going across, like
exactly type shit.
I remember that swag era, man. I remember having a pair of those. I owned a pair of those, probably like fucking 10, 20 bucks type shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. You call that swag, bro, or is that just like skinny jeans, like TikTok energy?
I mean, I guess
like nowadays, is that
changes.
TikTok energy?
What's TikTok energy?
Like the type, I'll tell you what TikTok energy is, ladies and gentlemen, since I be posting on this shit. It's the little kids or teenagers that you see. Like for me, bro, I remember passing by like a fucking Five and Below one time in like the Alamo Ranch area. If y'all know, y'all know. Here in San Antonio, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, shout out San Antonio. I remember seeing like little kids, probably teenagers, just setting up a fucking camera on tripod, like their phone, and just recording stupid ass dance moves that was trending type shit, looking stupid in front of the public. Like to me, bro, I'm like, I get secondhand embarrassment from that type of shit. There ain't no way in fuck I'm going out and putting the camera on tripod and trying to do these trendy dance moves. You know what I'm saying? Like in front of other people, it's just like secondhand embarrassment.
I don't think the whole Kanye glasses era was.
You think it's secondhand embarrassment though? If you had to look back at it now, you think it is?
To be honest with you, I didn't really see anybody wearing that shit besides Kanye. Like, it was definitely a popular thing, but I feel like people was only doing that shit like at parties.
But what was your take on fitted caps versus snapbacks?
Oh, you know what? Okay, you know what? In that case,
let us know. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's your take on fitted caps versus snapbacks?
In that case,
back then for me it was snapbacks. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. You know what I'm saying?
I like snapbacks too. I like snapbacks too.
Snapbacks had a harder style.
Growing up,
then.
growing up, it was all about snapbacks.
Hell yeah.
So I like snapbacks for sure.
Same here, bro. I remember collecting all like the fucking. It was all about like who had the dopest snapbacks back then. I remember having to go to like Ingram Park Mall. Shout out to Ingram Park Mall, another local here in San Antonio, maybe South Park Mall. You know what I'm saying? Going to North Star, trying to cop the most dopest, fittest snapback at the time, man. It was all about who had the hardest snapbacks back in my time. You know, when we was in high school in 2012 type
I definitely
shit.
tell you, in San Antonio, I think anybody that goes hat shopping should know this shit. But, bro, definitely the mall that you're going to definitely depends. Because, like, I mean, it's easy to get, like, hats online, right? But, like...
Well, back then, that really wasn't the thing.
Yeah, like, if you go to La Quintera, bro, fucking good luck trying to find a good hat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, this is segment 2, ladies and gentlemen. This is 1994 hip-hop, R&B bands, crunk, early emo stages versus 04 pop-punk, early rap fusion, YouTube dance crazes, and viral songs. I feel like a lot of stuff takes place into both worlds of eras, though.
I was never
You know what I'm
really
saying?
an
Because
emo
like,
guy, though.
yeah, neither was I. I was never an emo. My cousin was, though, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to you, Christian, if you watch.
I mean,
shit.
I always remember having like an appearance, and I guess in every fucking generation.
But it wasn't emo.
But I was never emo.
I was never emo. Bro, I remember the fucking Taylor Gang swag era, bro.
I remember that.
Remember
shit.
when Wiz Khalifa was coming up type shit? Everybody was wearing a Taylor Gang t-shirt. Everybody was wearing
Wristbands.
cargos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like the wristband shit.
I had the wristbands. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was wearing the cargos, like I said. Everybody was
Definitely
wearing
had the cargos.
the Chucks. Rather than, I think they were the low tops back then, if I'm
Low
not
tops
mistaken.
and high socks.
Yeah.
Yep,
The low
yep.
tops, they had to be like Nike socks
I
type
remember
shit.
everybody had a yellow patch.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
And then I
remember
remember instead of a fucking belt that people were wearing around their waist, people were using what is it, the shoestrings, and use it as a belt around that shit. Yeah, I remember.
And I feel like that's low key coming back.
That'd be hard. And
It's
then,
pissing me off because I used to get a lot of shit for it in high school, and I was just like, bro, if you know, you know.
well, that's the style. That was just like me. Like, remember the style where people used to put rubber bands around their pants type shit to cuff them at the bottom.
I
don't know
remember
if you
people doing
remember
that, but I was never that guy.
Because I remember we was in school, bro. That was the thing.
To make
was,
them like tapered.
Yeah, to make them taper back then manually.
Like joggers type shit.
Yeah, you had to create the joggers yourself to use the rubber band, or you would take your pants and like fold them over to your thing and like fold them up, crease them up to like shit to like it became tight so it wouldn't come loose. I remember that style,
when,
dog.
like esophagus and like New Balances were big.
Yeah. I remember talking about like the little coin, like the Coach for men's coin, like little coin wallet. You clip it onto your jeans. And I remember that was a style. Motherfuckers would rock that on top of it. That was my era, bro. And that was dope. I remember
kind of like the foxtail and all that.
Yeah, but like wearing the little Coach coin wallet for men's on there. Because, you know, Coach, they say it's for women, but they had their own men's version. They put that on their side. I remember that. And then rocking cardigans.
I love cardigans.
Yeah, cardigans will fire, bro. We should bring cardigans back, bro.
I need to get some cardigans.
Could you imagine bringing cardigans back, bro? That'd be fucking fire. I mean, you rock you a fucking fresh, clean polo cardigan or a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Vans, fucking Tommy Hilfiger cardigan, bro. We gotta bring that shit back, man. Fire.
Maybe we need to do like cardigans and Air Force Ones.
Ooh, that's actually like a retro rewind type of shit. That'd be fucking fire. Could you imagine bringing some certain type of styles back like that? That'd be fire, dude. But yeah, bro, that was a style. I don't know, man. I don't even really know that many people that was into fitteds back then in that time.
So snapbacks were definitely popular when I was growing up. But I say in today's era, a lot of people like the fitteds. And they're kind of forgetting about the whole snapbacks. And personally, I like snapbacks.
Oh yeah, the bucket hats. Bucket hats were a thing back then. Remember, because of Schoolboy Q type shit?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Schoolboy Q had that shit popping, bro. Remember, Man of the Year?
I definitely love me.
Was it Oxymoron, I think, from that album? Oxymoron?
Yeah.
Shit. Those were the days, dog.
Yeah, man of the year, man.
Yeah, you know, bro. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, this is segment 3. You ready for this? This is Slang and Attitude. Slang and Attitude, ladies and gentlemen. The 1994. You know, a lot of people back then saying for shizzle. They're saying word. They're saying cray. Like, you remember Kanye saying that shit cray. You remember Jay-Z, you know, like in Paris. Bling, bling type shit. And versus 2004, everybody's passed beyond 2004. Everybody's saying, like, maybe this came with the Travis Scott era. Everybody's saying that's lit. I don't know if you was a part of that.
I used to always
remember when, what was that, like 2015, 2016, maybe 2014? I'm not even sure, ladies and gentlemen. But I feel like Travis Scott may have started that shit saying, you know, like, it's lit. And then everybody started saying that. Or, like, do you remember, like, in a sense of where the frame of, like, where Bet came into place? Or, like, that's Cat? Because I couldn't even tell you, to be honest. I mean, but I've been a part of it. And now, you know, I probably rock with both lingo. I'm pretty sure majority of all of us can rock with both lingos. You know what I'm saying?
I remember when it came around. Definitely when I was in high school. It was definitely like Atlanta type.
Which one?
Cap.
The Cat? I don't even remember that shit, dog.
To be honest with you, I really don't remember when Lit came out. I feel like I've always been saying Lit. Like, oh yeah. Like,
I feel like Travis Scott.
That's it.
Travis Scott started that. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Travis Scott started that shit.
I don't know. I feel like that's stoner talk. Like, you get lit. Like, you lit. Like, you smoke.
But I never really heard anybody use that in a reference or in a way back then.
Because Travis Scott comes from the era where they started using it. It was definitely some old school talk, but I feel like it's like stoner talks.
Who you think had better lingo?
You know, I think it depends on where you come from. But I think Texas got some dope ass slang. Better slang than other motherfuckers across the United States.
I feel like Texas gave off a lot of fucking
drip.
Mm-hmm. Or a little side background.
I mean, I don't sip, but Texas basically like is the founder for lean. They used to call it Texas. Yeah, Texas Kool-Aid. Now every rapper want to sip. So you could say Texas low key like the trendsetter for all that. Houston at that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is segment 4. This is childhood tech versus swag tools. So this is childhood tech versus swag tools, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me. Here we go. The Walkman. Because I never used the Walkman. You know what a Walkman is?
I do, but
it's like
I never
little fucking VHS.
That's way before my time.
Like a little tape. Put it into the fucking player. Kind of like a CD player type shit, but it's a tape. Just put that bitch in. Put your headphones on. We have the Game Boys, even though a lot of people, like how you explained to me before, earlier before this, have used the Game Boys in y'all's time.
I had
right?
a Game Boy.
Yeah. And then what is it? The early cell phones. Remember the fucking flip phones, ladies. Y'all remember rocking around with the fucking goddamn flip phone? That shit sucked ass. Remember walking around with the Samsung flip phone, fucking Razr flip phone.
The earliest phones I can remember was like my parents. They had this one that it like slid up with a keyboard.
Oh, that's the fucking that's the rumor, I think.
That's the
sidekick.
That's the earliest.
That's the sidekick or the rumor, I think.
Yeah, like you could use like a regular phone, then you could like turn it like horizontal, just slide it up, and it had like the keyboard.
I think that's a sidekick. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's a sidekick.
That's the earliest phone I can remember. And then like after that, I remember my parents having the iPhone. They had like the earliest iPhone and all that. And that's what I remember.
That was like 08 type shit, 09. God damn, bro.
That's it. After that, it was all iPhone.
God damn. What was your first social media?
Oh, fuck. It probably had to be Instagram.
Instagram.
And I didn't make Instagram until I was in like, my first real Instagram was probably not until like.
Any Instagram. Could it be, like, you know what I'm saying? Not like first.
My first real social media was Instagram, but like my actual first real like social media account, my Instagram account from like senior year. Cause after that I had to like remake it.
What was that though? What year
like,
was that?
The Instagram,
are you talking about like 3 years ago type shit, 4 years ago? Are you kidding me, dog?
Real shit,
what the fuck?
Yeah, real shit. So
like any type of social media account.
I'm dead ass, yes.
What the fuck?
Yes, fam. So the Instagram account that I have right now is my second Instagram account. Cause I had to remake
That's crazy, dog.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You living in a rocks? You living off grid type shit?
Yeah, my sister had to convince me. She was like, just make a fucking Instagram, you know?
Yeah.
Like, all right, whatever.
What the fuck? Bro, my first Instagram account, it wasn't my first social, ladies and gentlemen. My first social account was MySpace back in like fucking 06, maybe 07. I remember putting like Jeff Hardy on my fucking MySpace. You know Jeff Hardy, y'all fuck with WWE back then. Swanton Bomb looking ass. That was my shit back in the days, bro. God damn, bro. That was my first shit. My second one was Instagram.
My parents had MySpace.
It could have been a Facebook, but I don't even remember when Facebook came out. If I tell you the truth, like maybe 08, 09. I'm not even sure when Facebook came out. Maybe I had a Facebook before Instagram. I don't even remember. I still remember Instagram when it first came out.
Is
type
MySpace
shit.
still around?
No, but they're trying to. He's trying to bring it back. I don't think it's gonna happen.
So, like, can I see your old MySpace?
If I can find it, dog. If it's still active, I don't even know if MySpace still is even up and running, dog.
Bro, what the only people I've heard talk about MySpace is my parents.
Bro, I don't even know if it's still up and running. But if I can find it, if it is, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you.
I remember when Instagram came out.
Yeah, I think Instagram came out in like 2010, 2011, if I'm not mistaken. I remember having that first account,
I was
bro.
in middle school. I was in like elementary.
Bro, back then Instagram wasn't even like nothing. It was just a random fucking thing. You had to find people randomly type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't nothing until like maybe 2013.
It was nothing like the way it is right now.
Yeah, it was nothing like
no
that, dog.
stories on that.
It was like random pictures that you can just look at and like, you know, like on your front page type shit. Like, you know, it was like background photos of like landscapes and shit pretty much.
It was like Facebook was probably better than that shit.
Yeah, I guarantee that 100%, bro.
Yeah. For sure. That's what I'm saying. I remember when it first came out.
Yeah.
Because I had like younger, like I always had like younger parents type shit. So they were very big into like the social media world. Like they had MySpace, they had Instagram, Facebook. Like they had all that shit. They were always like up to date with all that.
Yeah.
They had Vine.
Dude, I'm probably. I feel like, bro, I remember Vine, but the sad thing is, bro, I feel like I'm the only one here that never had a Vine account. Bro, I feel so stupid for never even having a Vine account. I remember seeing like all those fucking Vine. Everybody gonna roast me for that shit.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never had a Vine account. To me, that's still crazy.
Well, they didn't have like they weren't making videos, but like they had an account. They would watch Vines. Like this might be nostalgia as fuck, but. I remember when like Sims first started coming out.
Oh my god, I was about to ask you what the fuck was the first console or game you played.
I remember like, whoa.
All right, so then, all right, but before you would say that, what was the first console or let's go with that. What was the first console you ever played?
The first console I ever played was gonna be the PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah, it was God of War.
God of War. The go-to game.
Yeah,
God
of War was the first game I ever played for sure.
That's what's up.
And then
That's what's
after
up.
that, it was like the PS3. It was God of War 3 and like Tony Hawk skating.
Oh, Tony
and
Hawk
all the
skating
fucking
went
Call of
hard,
Duty
dog.
games. But I always resonated with the God of War shit.
What?
Hell yeah, that's my shit.
What? All right, then you got to put God of War versus the Modern Warfare games. Not Modern Warfare, my bad. Call of
God
Duty
of War
games.
shitting on any Modern Warfare game that ever came out.
What about the Call of Duty games?
I don't want to talk about that trash ass shit.
It wasn't even that bad, though. A lot of people gonna hate you for that.
Fuck
Gears of War is pretty fucking fire, in my opinion.
If you like Gears of War, you can suck my dick.
Oh, that's fucked up.
You can watch my dick move. Gears of War.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is segment 5. This is random swag moments, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, style moments that were over the top. Could you point out any of those moments?
Like what you mean?
Like in your era, if there were there any swagger times to where you think it was like they're just trying too hard, they're doing the most type shit? For me, like back in like 2012, 2013, bro, it was the dance moves for the fucking swag, the fucking AJ Hearn song I was telling you about,
like
snapbacks,
jerking all
tattoos. No, I fuck with the jerking shit. No, hey, pause. Resume.
I know what you mean.
I mean personally, like the fucking
I think we all fuck with the jerky.
bro. For me personally, it wasn't that. It was like the dance moves for me. It was the fucking snapbacks and tattoos, fucking dancing, like whatever try to dance move he was trying to create. I could fuck with Teach Me How to Dougie though. To be honest, we could all fuck with that dance move. Teach Me How to Dougie. You know what I'm saying? Like for me personally, it was maybe 2011, 2012. I do not. Could be 2010 too. I could be mistaken.
I got my Vans on, but the little ass sneakers.
What song is that?
You don't remember that?
No,
dumb
what song is
shit?
that? No, I don't remember that.
That's for all the kids that used to wear Vans.
If you had to, on one last thing, if you had to remember seeing the kids in your era like that, and you thought they looked ridiculous, what would it be? Like if you saw the kids in your era wearing one certain thing that you thought they looked ridiculous, but maybe it turned out to be pretty hard, like pretty dope.
It probably had to be a whole Converse movement.
What? How?
They said it turned out to be dope.
But how would you? So you thought the Chucks looked pretty weird at first?
No, but I always fuck with the Chucks movement. I just think that like going back in time, I think.
So you think they look ridiculous back then, the Chucks?
No. I don't think they look ridiculous, but
Did they turn out to be dope?
it definitely is a harder movement now. Like if it was to come back, I think it would be definitely a harder movement. If people started wearing like the 501 Levi's with the Chucks again, with
I still
the whole,
wear the 501s.
with
I
the
wear
whole,
the 511s
with the whole
as well
like,
too, ladies and gentlemen.
with the whole shoestring and all that, like on some weird
We
type
gotta bring that style back, enemies.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
I don't give a
people.
fuck.
I feel like it would definitely go harder now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was always hard. I mean, I don't think it was ever bad. I used to always love that style too. With like the whole diamond supply and all that.
Oh.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So, but I think if it came back, it would definitely go harder than it ever would.
The hundreds type shit. Yeah. Obey. Obey was a thing back then. Remember wearing Obey? That shit was pretty dope. Oh yeah, man.
Ice cream.
Yeah, man. That shit was a style back then. For
Yes,
me,
sir.
seeing any type of
Billionaires Boy Club.
people back then. Ooh, another good one. For me, bro, seeing something that looked ridiculous back then, I thought it was like beanies with that style of fit. I remember seeing motherfuckers trying to like rock beanies with that style of like the Taylor Gang type of style. That shit looked unfitting to me.
Yeah.
But it actually turned out to be dope, I guess. And back then in that time, nowadays it still looks like you're trying to be a hipster. You know, like that makes sense. Because back then it looked stupid, but I guess it turned out to be pretty dope if it matched the
depends on
style.
the culture.
Yeah.
Depends on the culture.
But now I just feel like you wearing a beanie, rocking the cargos, trying to look like Taylor Gang type shit with Chucks on. You know what I'm saying? Like you just look like a hipster type shit.
Yeah, I think a lot of that early like 2000 shit was kind of like some of it could be kind of tied into the hipster shit.
Yeah.
And then,
But you didn't see it like that back then. Now, if you had to look reframe on it,
But like I remember like a lot of like that swagger, people was rocking like scarves. And you could kind of say like that's kind of some like hipster shit.
yeah.
And then people were rocking like the Ray-Bans, you know.
Oh
like,
yeah,
you could say that's hipster shit.
that was true.
You know what I'm saying? People still kind of rock that shit.
That's facts. I remember that. I
Especially
think
the
I
ones with the gold lining. Like,
Oh,
You could say
yeah.
that's hipster shit.
I remember everybody having like fake knockoff version of that
Exactly,
shit that wasn't Ray-Bans, but it was
yeah.
mimicking the Ray-Ban.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
So you could say that's hipster shit. You know what I'm saying? And people started. I remember people were rocking like the whole leather jackets too with the scarves, like in that whole era. You could
That's
say,
a little suspect.
Right. No, I feel that. But you can say
know what I'm
that
saying?
sips and
You
shit.
look a little too friendly when you rocking that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that. But some rappers were rocking that shit. You can
No
say
offense,
that,
ladies and
like, you know what I mean? Like, you can say that sips and shit. Or the whole beads. Like, remember when like a lot of like rappers were rocking beads too?
I remember those eras,
yeah.
too.
You can say that sips and shit. The whole belt
You
with
look like
the
you-
beads. Remember the belt with the like spikes on them?
Yeah.
Kinda,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
colorful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that's like some punk
Getting them from
type
like
shit.
fucking Hot Topic or some Spencer's or some shit.
Exactly.
I remember that shit, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess you could say it's all kind of like a mix of a whole bunch of shit, but I don't know.
You thought it was drip, but you just look like a clown,
What a
dog.
fucking clown, man. Yeah, I'd rather people spend the hard money like buying Louis belts than those spike ass belts.
So if you had to say it now, who had the most iconic childhood flex? Ladies and gentlemen, which one of y'all, if y'all agree, if y'all the new gen, or I'm sorry, what is your generation if you knew by any chance?
What you mean?
You know what your generation is?
Like what?
What generation you are?
I'm 04.
What for?
So like that's like Gen Z, I think, right?
I'm pretty sure. I hope it is. I'm not. We look stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, who are the best gen over here? Y'all had to argue that and debate that in the comments because we need to know who are the better childhood flex. And hopefully it's a good flex.
I mean, I think we had the better one. I'm always gonna ride with my generation before anybody else's.
Yeah. So 1994, ladies and gentlemen, or 2004. Tell us your truth. Don't hold back. Drop it down below. This has been another episode of First Initial Thoughts. I am your host, FirstInitialJ. This is Jeremiaz, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, I don't know why I pushed that. It was an accident. But thank you for tuning in with us tonight, ladies. And the guys, my bad. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay beautiful. Peace.